Hello everybody, my name is Battooth and welcome to the first episode in my new series Bat Game and Talk, where I play video games and talk about things that I don't want to talk about. Now, if you have seen the title already, you have known that Bungie, we need to talk. It's clear that the next update for this game has been delayed at this point. There's been numerous leaks and reports that are coming out that it's looking like Shadow and Order is getting delayed to late April, early May, and that's a long time. Now, I get if the update is not fully done yet, they need more time, you know. I understand that part.
Let's get to work.
But there's something off about this whole thing, because if you've been following the whole Bungie cycle at this point, you will know that Marathon comes out in March. I don't remember, it was like, I think it's March 5th it's coming out. It's very early March. And Shadow Order was expected to release, I think, 2 days beforehand.
Mind if I skim a little off the top?
So, if you're starting to paint the picture here, it's looking like the update is getting delayed because of Marathon, and I just think that's shitty, personally. Like, Renegades has been fun, don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound ungrateful right now, because right now the game has been fun, but, you know, you would think that they, with something that seems practically decently received by the community, you would think like you would try to keep that momentum. You would think that you would like be ready to pump out more content. But it's just like, I don't know, it just feels off. Like why kill the momentum when you know you got something going here? And I'm not just going to talk about Shadow and Order getting delayed. There's a certain outlier of why I'm like really making this video, and that is the roadmap. Bungie has, I think it was DMG that said that we are expected to get a roadmap early 2026. So in my mind, you know, when you say early, I'm thinking of like sometime between the first 3 months of the new year. So January, February, and March. All right. I think we're at the time of this recording, yeah, we're practically almost halfway done with February, and not a single update of when we can expect this run. And it's kind of worrying, because like the studio has consistently said that they're going to continue Destiny. We're going to continue making Destiny for the next 10 plus years. They're committed to doing it. But yet they're radio silent in telling us what's next. Like, we know that we are still getting 2 more DLCs this year. I forgot the code names for them, but it's been talked about for some time. But like, we don't know what they're about. We know nothing. Now, obviously, you know, we will learn more about the DLCs when we get closer, but we don't know when that will be. And now that it's looking like Shadow and Order is going to get delayed, like, when are we going to expect these next 2 DLCs? Because now Renegade's cycle has been extended, if it's true that the DLC or the season is getting pushed back. So I'm just wondering, like, what is Bungie's game plan right now? And this isn't a video of me like crashing on Marathon either. I want to make that very clear. Like, Marathon, I hope it does well. Ever since seeing like the most recent stuff on the game, how it looks and all the changes, it is made me a lot more willing to try the game, because like the alpha just wasn't that amazing at all. I wish I got to play it to get a better opinion, but just like looking at it, it did not look that appealing. Like, I know the gunplay is gonna be good, but like
moving
what?
the field if you don't know who's nearby.
What's the point? It just did not like catch my attention. But now with like the most recent stuff, it's looking a lot better, and I'm a little bit more excited to play it. And I want to succeed because, you know, if Marathon goes, and that's a problem for Destiny as well. You gotta remember that.
Back online.
But it just feels like Bungie's just not really balancing the two games at all. And it's kind of weird because like I've seen some studios balance multiple games before. I mean, shit. Arc Raiders and the finals are made by Embark, and they're both doing as well as they are. I mean, shit. Arc Raiders was very popular at launch, and I think the finals is a pretty good game as well. I think it's a very underrated FPS. So, I don't know. I just like what is Bungie's full game plan to manage both of these games? Because it just feels like they're putting effort into one, but not the other, but claim to put effort in the other. And this new leadership hasn't really proven much. Like, they haven't proven much that they can be different from the previous leadership. Like, for the most part, it has been the same Bungie we've had issues with. And I'm being a little harsh because, like, you know, we haven't even had a full year into this leadership yet. But nothing has really changed. Like, it still feels like we're still in this constant battle of, like, questioning whether or not we're gonna get stuff for the game, questioning whether or not the game's gonna have a feature, questioning whether or not they're actually listening to feedback. Like, if I remember correctly, new leadership happened in either November or October 2025. So let's just say October. Let's just say the longest estimate, if I'm remembering correctly. So we had this October, then we go into November, December, January, and we're midway through February. That's roughly 4.5 months into the new leadership right now, and nothing feels different right now. Communication is still the same. Of we'll hear something and then go unannounced for like the next 2 months. It's just like I don't know what Bungie's doing, and it sucks because I love this game, and yeah, I want it to succeed. I do think this is like a very good game, and it's just hard to know that, like, or it's just hard to not know whether or not this game's going to continue to thrive, continue to be good, because like we're just consistently going through a bunch of bullshit with the studio. It's like this is like one of those cases where a game can be good, but it's up to whether or not the studio is gonna put the time and effort into it. Like, I'm gonna say an example. I think Apex has the tools to be a very good game, but there's one thing that's holding the game back from being good, and that's EA. EA, we all know they tend to be very greedy at times, and Apex has just felt like a game where it's more like about the money than, you know, what Respawn has done in the past. Because like we've seen how they've done with like Titanfall 1 and 2. You know, those games are well liked by the player base, but then we got Apex, which feels more like a cash grab than an actual game. And there was a time where like Apex was very fun to play for me. Like I'd love to play Apex. It was very fun and unique at the time. Like I think the last like when battle royales were at its peak, it was like Fortnite and Apex being like some of the more unique ones. But like EA's just, the management with it was just so bad, and we kept getting like less and less good updates to the game. Like literally the new season that just came out for Apex recently, the only things that they really did to that game was add breakable window and fuse got reworked, but that's besides the point. Outside of those two, there's nothing new with the new season, like at all. And I'm kind of worried that like if Bungie doesn't change something with them, they might head into that territory where we'll get like the most minor thing ever and they'll consider that a DLC, which I don't want that to happen. I think that's pretty scummy in itself, but the lack of communication has not like skewed my mind the other way. I know it just like, it sounds like I'm just blabbering. I'm just speaking my mind, honestly. Like, that's kind of like what I want to do with these series. It's just like me just playing game. Like, I'm not like, this is, I do want to be clear. I am currently playing this game as I'm talking. So there's no script. This is like completely unscripted from memory. And I know that's like not that professional, but I don't know. It just feels more natural to me than like have gameplay and then have a script. You know, like it feels more natural to me than just writing a script and just like talking while there's gameplay. Now, will it help me remember the things that I want to talk about? Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm probably forgetting some things I want to touch about in this video, but
Your exfil hawk has arrived, Guardian.
for now, it just feels more natural for me to do like this, but I just hope Bungie can get their shit together at some point, because in kind of like how I was just talking about with like my very first video where I was talking about just how low sentiment was with Destiny in the game. It was just like, I wouldn't say we're back to that yet, but we're kind of in uncertainty right now. I do hope, like, if Shadow and Order is delayed, that we do get something like small. Like, I saw Mactix talk about it. If I find the short, I'll put it in the description. But he was talking about wanting to see some old weapons get reprised and put into the Lawless Frontier as like bonus rewards, just to hold us over. Like, it's, he said it himself, it's such a band-aid fix, and I do kind of agree with that, because like, you know, we're just prolonging the inevitable. But I feel like for the most part, like, a lot of people play the game for the weapons. Like, if you put in some fan favorites that have not been put in the tier system yet, I feel like a lot of people would come back and like try to get these weapons, especially if they got good rolls. And I don't think it will fully hold us through the potential 2-month wait we're gonna be in, but I think, you know, at least hold us, like, for those who don't plan on playing Marathon in March, at least hold them for a month. Like that month period where everybody's playing Marathon. So I don't know. I hope something, I hope Bungie does something in between if Shadow and Order is delayed. I hope we do get the roadmap soon, because like, it is extremely frustrating right now, just the lack of communication Bungie's had over the last few months has just, it's just not sat well. And I know that, like, it sounds like I'm being entitled, like we were supposed to, like, you're supposed to always give us communication. No, but it's for something like this, and they've been repeatedly said, hey, we're listening, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but then they don't do it. It's like a big slap in the face. And I'm not trying to speak for everybody, but like, to me, they made a promise, but it just feels like they're not delivering on that promise. Now, I hope to be wrong. I hope to be wrong and they start delivering on these things. But a lot of it is just not... I've not seen it, personally. I hope we get the roadmap soon. I hope, like, within, like, the next week and a half, hopefully. Before it... I feel like the roadmap has to release before Marathon, because... for the most part, like, people who play, like, Destiny specifically from Bungie, a lot of them don't care about Marathon because extractors are not up their alley. They may be up for me because I've been more interested to play extraction shooters lately, but, you know, for those who truly just don't care for Marathon, and they continue to get radio silent from Bungie for the Destiny portion of the studio, it's just like, that's not good for the game at all, because that part of the player base, you know, when Marathon comes out and they hear nothing, oh, they're done with the game. That's probably what they're thinking. They're done with the game. So yeah, to kind of recap, I hope we get the roadmap soon. I hope that if Shadow Order is delayed, the reasoning is that they need more time to work on it, and not just because Marathon's coming out. Because if it's just Marathon coming out, just release the season early. Just release it 2 weeks early. Because that's just a bullshit excuse if the DLC is being delayed because of Marathon. Or not DLC, the season. What's next? If the season is gonna get delayed, I hope they have at least something to hold us over, whether it be like reprise weapons heading into Lawless Frontier, or maybe a new activity into the portal that we haven't seen in a minute. I think that's all I'm gonna say. I hope this didn't sound like I was totally like full on complaining, because like, one of the things that when I do these talks at some point, because I do want to do more, just probably not specifically talking about Destiny and Bungie specifically, but, you know, whenever I try to get constructive criticism, I try not to sound like just how a lot of people sound, like very complaininess. How do I put it in the words? Maybe I do need to write a script. I don't know. Yeah, my mind's drawing a blank. Oh well. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about next. Maybe we'll dive into football territory. I'm a huge Commanders fan. I've been wanting to talk about our off-season plans. I'm kind of late to it at this point because our coaching staff has looked like to be finalized now at this point. So I'll definitely add that into the talk. What else? There probably will be a part 2 to this video once we get that roadmap, or if at this point, or if we get any more news about Bungie. I just hope that they just don't abandon this game, because like I do think this game is good. It's a lot of fun, mostly because I block out a lot of negativity and just play this game for my own. Like, as of recent, you know, I've been playing less and less just so I don't get burnt out. But that's just natural. A lot of other games have been fun that I just want to play. Like, at the time of recording, you know, yesterday Overwatch came back, so and that was very fun. And but I do hope that this game does get more stuff, because it's a lot of fun, especially when you're playing with friends. Like, this game thrives when everybody like is playing it, and we got like a good healthy player base. That's like, I love PvP in this game too, and I have not played Trials the last few weeks because like the population is just so bad that it's just not worth it. Like I've been having a PvP hole that has been filled by Siege lately. That's how it's, you know, that Destiny PvP is bad right now, where I am playing fucking Siege. Which, if you want to see me play some Siege stuff, let me know in the comments. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I kind of went a little off topic at the end, but you know, I think that's kind of like how I'm gonna go with these we talks. This little gaming talk, just play a game, talk about something, and then go on. Like I said, I think if we get some more information, I'll do part 2 to this specific one. If not, the next back gaming talk is probably going to be talking about the Commanders off season, and I'll probably put a lot more effort in it because like I love my football team. I hope that we make the right decisions. You know, you gave me that 2024 season, which was the best season of my life, and then you follow it with mediocrity that I know and hate. So I hope we make the right decisions. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. Thank you all for watching. If you got anything to comment on, you know, just comment, and I'll probably read it, probably not. I'm definitely not gonna read stuff that's just like blatantly ignorant. Like, give me some good constructive feedback. What you guys think? What do you think Bungie should do? I don't need the typical response of dead game or I don't play this game anymore, yada yada this, yada yada that. I've seen it too much already. Whether it be stuff from my other platform that I'm on, TikTok, or just here in general with my first video, which, by the way, to talk about that first video, you guys definitely did surprise me with the comments. I was ready for the hailstorm of hatred and shit, but because I know this community, the loud mouth hate is always there. So you definitely surprised me with that one and gave me more confidence that I'll probably get more of the same with this one. But yeah, I think I prolonged this video long enough. I will thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.